My son, Tibby, was a rock star. Started off out in the nightlife. Everybody's giving him free drinks.
Then it went to weed, then pills.
He got signed. I was on a lot of cocaine.
It destroyed him. He quit the band in 2004. By 2015, he was doing heroin. Now, Tibby is a homeless heroin addict. Even though I kick him out, I'm a mother and I let him back in. I don't want to see my son panhandling, so I give him money. My son's issues consume my mind all day, every day. I find myself sitting at home crying. My son's destroying his life with drugs, and he's destroying my life too. Tubi's girlfriend, Stephanie, enables him.
I gave Tubi $300.
She will give him money to keep from being sick, to have him around.
I allow Tubi to come home a couple days a week to see his son.
I wake up, dope's first. Even before I take a pee, dope first. I'm sorry.
I think Stephanie and I are suckers for him.
Do you get what I'm saying? That what you're doing when you give him money, comfort, food, housing, clothes, whatever, is enabling him to continue the lifestyle of a drug addict?
Yes.
We do.
I wrote some things down from all of you, and here's some things that jumped out at me that you said. Stephanie, he has ruined my life. I don't know how we can move past it all. I lost $25,000. My car was repossessed. We were evicted from the apartment. I owe rent. My credit score was ruined. I had to take bankruptcy. I had to sell my horse. Tina, my son's issues consume my mind. It is so depressing. I'm miserable. I cry all the time. Drug dealers know where I live. He puts us all in danger, especially himself. Alexis, you say my brother's on drugs, has ruined our lives, ruined my reputation. I quit school because of him. I lost friends. He's stolen from me. Caused their stepdad to drink due to stress 4 years ago and died of cirrhosis of the liver. Okay, so you guys have a great excuse. He's ruined all of your lives and even killed your stepfather.
To agree, yeah.
What if he gets better? What's your excuse going to be for your lives not working then? Thank you very much. Thought I'd come out and say hey. Hey. Well, busy day today. I hope you all get my point about what I was saying with this family before I brought 2B out here. Anytime there is a chronic disease, and drug addiction is certainly one. When I went through my training, there are different types of areas of psychology, just like there would be in medicine. And there's clinical psychology, which deals with neurosis and psychosis and those type of things. That's what you usually think about when you think about a shrink. But there's also something called behavioral medicine. And I completed both of those courses. And behavioral medicine is the point at which psychological functioning, and physiological functioning merge and interact. And they influence each other greatly. And one of the things you have to deal with is how chronic disease affects overall functioning. And so when you have a chronic disease in a family, it can create depression and anxiety and disrupt relationships and all sorts of things, particularly if it's a terminal disease. And you can see what's happened here. I think you probably thought I was being a little harsh on these ladies, I don't know. But they really were using him to blame everything on. They even blamed the death of a stepfather on him. That's his fault. But you heard him say at the end that when he's going away to get treatment, they were saying, "Whoa, well, what now? We'll have to pick up the pieces." It really does take away when you spend all of your time worrying about something. I would see it sometimes with people that had a chronic disease. If it got resolved and they had spent all their time at the doctor's office or rehab, treatment, whatever, and all of a sudden it wasn't there, it was like, what do I do now? Their identity had become that of a patient, and they didn't have to do that anymore, and they had these vast amounts of time, and they were lost. And that's what I was saying is going to happen with these three, because they were so consumed with him that now that's not there. The silence will be deafening. They don't have anybody to blame, and they don't spend all their time thinking about it. They will get depressed and find themselves lost. And you heard her say, I was just thinking, what am I going to do now? So you have to deal with that. And so if you're in that situation, think about it. It does take some planning. And I'm glad he's going to be away for a long time, because it's going to take them a while to readjust for sure. But listen, if you have someone in your family that is abusing a substance, and right now the opioid epidemic in America is an epidemic, by the way. There are enough prescriptions written for opioids right now for every man, woman, and child in America to have their own bottle. Think about that. And Robin and I were just on Capitol Hill. We were invited to testify before a bipartisan committee about opioid abuse, and you have no idea what a problem it is. Your chance of being addicted at 1 year was like, what, 30, 40%? Yeah, if you refill it one time, and that means at 7 days, your chance of being addicted is like 1 in 3 or 4. So it's unbelievable. So it's a very dangerous thing. So this is going to be a problem. So just watch, be thinking about that.